Well, we are looking on live at the parking lot right now. Hello, folks. Welcome to Raw. But we see Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's just been sitting in the parking lot area all day, and we're going to try to see what's going on. Steve, would you like to say what you're doing out here in the parking lot? You've been sitting out here all day. Well, I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. I'm waiting for Brian Pillman to show up, and I'm going to whoop his ass. That's what's happening. Now, if you'll excuse me, sweetheart, I'm going to just drink my beers and wait for Pillman to show up, and there's going to be an ass whipping going down. Well, welcome to Raw, everyone. As we just heard from Stone Cold Steve Austin, what is Austin doing out there? He's just gonna sit there and drink beers on the job? Well, I guess that is his plan. We may be in for a very chaotic night. But beyond the Austin Pillman saga, we are going to continue with King of the Ring tonight. So let's take a look at the bracket so far. We got 2 matches in the King of the Ring tournament for you tonight. Taka Michinoku will be taking on Road Dogg later tonight, as well as Brian Christopher taking on Salvio Vega. And let's get down to the ring for the action. Ding ding ding, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a round 1 match in the King of the Ring tournament. Introducing first, Salvio Vega and his opponent, Brian Christopher. Great to see Brian Christopher back in action here tonight after recovering from an attack from the Nation recently. Yeah, well, Brian Christopher, this guy's got a lot of heart. I like this young kid here, JR, and I think there are going to be some bright things in his future. Well, you may be right about that, King. As you said, he did show a lot of heart going up against the Nation the way he did. Ding, ding, ding. And here we are, getting this one underway. First match of the evening. Brian Christopher going after Salvio Vega, getting him into the corner. And Christopher staying in control of this match, getting Vega down to the mat. Brian Christopher looking very proficient tonight. Oh yeah, he sure is. Look at him. Get him, Brian. Get him. Brian Christopher going up top. And he is going off the top rope with a leg drop. Look at that, JR. What an amazing move right there. Well, amazing is absolutely a word I would use to describe that one. Going for the pin now. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Brian Christopher. And Brian Christopher wins. He's moving on in the King of the Ring tournament. He could be champion. Well, he certainly could, and we will be back after this, folks. Welcome back to Raw. We're getting set for our next matchup here. Ding, ding, ding. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Bradshaw and his opponent, Headbanger Mosh. Mosh, as we've said, has been going on in singles action recently after a tricep injury to Thrasher. Ding, ding, ding. And here we go. This one is underway. Bradshaw's had a real mean streak. He is still going back and forth with Ken Shamrock right now. And look at him. In the corner. He has Mosh in the corner. The ref starting the count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, Bradshaw's got to be careful he doesn't get himself disqualified. Oh, and look at him. Big man. Yeah, now he's arguing with the ref. And look at this, he's arguing with the ref. Mosh comes from behind. He takes Bradshaw down to the mat. Bradshaw is down on the mat. Mosh in control of the match. Oh, but Bradshaw quickly turns that one around. Bradshaw gets Mosh down, and now Bradshaw starts taking on Mosh. Bradshaw getting in control of this one. And there it is. Oh, that patented huge clothesline of Bradshaw's. Now Bradshaw going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Bradshaw. Well, Bradshaw with an impressive victory tonight over Mosh. Steve, just what do you think you're doing here? I believe I explained what I was doing to your little interviewer over there, Sonny. I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. I'm waiting to whip Brian Pillman's ass. That's what I'm doing. Steve, I can't have my performers doing that. I don't really give a rat's ass what you can and can't have doing. This is what's going to happen. Steve, you gotta calm down. You are out of control. You're damn right, McMahon. I am out of control. You can't control me. Brian Pillman ain't gonna control me, and he's gonna learn that later tonight. Well, still back in the parking lot. Brian Pillman has not shown up. He is expected here tonight. But let's get down to the ring for the next match. Ding, ding, ding. The following contest is a round 1 match in the King of the Ring tournament. Introducing first, the Road Dog. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. And his opponent, Taka Michinoku. Well, you see the heavily taped up ribs of Taka Michinoku recovering from an attack from Bradshaw from a few weeks ago, but Taka is gonna fight it out and try to move on in the King of the Ring tournament. Well, I will give Taka a lot of credit for going out there in the shape he is in. Bradshaw did quite a number on him. He sure did, but this Taka, he is a fighter. He respects the ring like no one else. Ding, ding, ding. And here we are getting this one underway. Taka and Road Dogg go back early on in this match, but Road Dogg targeting the ribs. And that's the thing with those taped up ribs, they're like a big target for your opponent. Well, you're right about that, King, and Road Dogg is taking advantage of that right now. There he is, just stomping into the ribs. Road Dogg in control of this match. But wait, look at this! A huge drop kick from Taka to Road Dogg. Taka taking control now, and Taka has some momentum. He gets Road Dogg up on his shoulder for the Michinoku driver. Taka hits the Michinoku driver, going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Taka Michinoku. Taka moves on. Taka moves on. Taka Michinoku moving on to round 2 of the King of the Ring tournament. Well, we are looking live back at the parking lot once more. Stone Cold Steve Austin is still waiting for Ryan Pillman to show up. Wait, did you just see that, JR? I saw that. I think Austin just barely got out of the way of it. That's Brian Pillman in that car. It sure as hell is. And, oh boy, we got pandemonium breaking down backstage. Pillman, Austin going at it. They are just completely brawling back there. He almost just ran him over, JR. He absolutely did. This is madness back here. And now, look at this. We got Vince McMahon. We got referees back there. They're trying to get this all broken up. I can't believe what is going on back there. What goes on around here, JR? Well, I don't know. That is no way to act. I mean, we probably will see those two compete in that ring, but in the WWE, that is where we get the things settled inside that ring. But we are moving on here, ladies and gentlemen, to our main event of the evening, and it is a #1 contender match for the Intercontinental Championship. And look who's coming down to join us now. Doot, 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 doot. Well, it is the Intercontinental Champion himself, Rocky Maivia. And Rocky, welcome to the announce desk. Thank you, JR. Yeah, welcome, Rocky. King, JR. And Rocky, as champion, you have been on quite the roll recently, defending that title against Goldust. Well, Goldust he was a different competitor, I will say that. Very talented in the ring, but a very different individual. But like I said, I'm Rocky Maivia. I'm going to take on all comers. Well, let's get down to the ring for our main event of the evening. We are the nation of domination. Nation of domination. We are the nation of domination. Nation of domination. Ding, ding, ding. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is a #1 contender match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first, representing the nation of domination, Farouk. Well, here's Farouk on his way down to the ring. And King, I understand you have no love lost for Farouk. You know what? I am going to be professional here, just like you, JR. No, I do not have any love lost for Farouk. We've had our spat over the past month, but you know what? I can be out here and I can be a professional. Do, 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And his opponent, representing the Hart Foundation, Owen Hart. And here we are, Owen Hart and Farouk. Now, Rocky, you did say you were going to take on all comers. I think these are two very well-positioned people to be in contention for your championship. Well, I'll agree with you there, JR. And whoever wins, may the best man win, and I will be ready for either one of them. Ding, ding, ding. And here we go, getting this one underway. These two lock up. Farouk in that headlock on, taking Owen down to the mat. But Owen isn't going to stop there. Owen able to fight back to his feet and get a side suplex in on Farouk, taking Farouk down to the mat. And now Owen starting to work on Farouk down on the mat. Well, Owen Hart, he is probably one of the most technically sound people in the WWE these days. Continuing to work on Farouk down on the mat. And Farouk rolls to the outside of the ring. And look at this. These two are both coming to the outside of the ring now. Referee starting to count in the ring. What happens if they both get counted out? Well, that's a good question, King. Maybe neither one of them will be in contention. But these two going back and forth. Owen gets hit down to the floor. And wait, what is this now? What, you want a shot at me? Well, you're going to have to win the match if you want the shot at me. You don't pay attention to me over here. I'm not going to lay a figure on you. And from behind, Owen Hart, Farouk got distracted by Rocky. Look, I did nothing to him. Look, he came over to me, I'm going to defend myself. Well, absolutely, but hey, look at this now. Now Owen and Rocky getting into it. And come on, just pay attention to the match. That referee count is almost at 10, mind you. And Farouk back. Farouk now taking down Owen. You know what? None of that was my fault. I didn't lay a finger on any of them. They came over and spoke to me. Well, they're getting back in the ring. Very close to a 10 count right there. But let's get this one back into the ring. Yeah, they got to focus on each other. Neither one of them have that shot at me yet. Farouk taking control of the match now. Farouk getting Owen up. This could be it. Looking for the Dominator. Farouk has Owen up. Owen able to slide off the back. I don't think Farouk believes it. He turns around, kick to the midsection, and Owen hitting Farouk with a pile driver. A pile driver hitting on Farouk, going for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Owen Hart. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do. Well, Owen Hart wins the one. Yeah, I'll be ready for you. Just bring it, Owen. Just bring it. Thank you for joining us here tonight, folks, for another exciting night of Raw. Good night, everyone.